Welcome to Couple Health number 2. This is part 3 of your go-to moves. So your go-to moves are your second nature moves in which your body is familiar with. These are the moves that no matter what you do, no matter how you train, they will be there. Come hell or high water, like picking out a wedgie, which I just did, they will be there. So like when I tell you about bound fighting and kicking your opponent in the direction you don't want to go in, they are those exact things. Inside to outside crescent kick, boom. Outside to inside crescent kick, boom. Yeah, those are your go-to moves. Your basic moves of martial arts is what's going to keep your ass alive in a fight versus your fancy shit. Now, you're going to use fancy shit, stick to tournaments. Okay? Sometimes fancy shit pays off, sometimes it don't. Out in the streets, fancy moves don't pay off. So because it's harder for me to work the 3-section staff, we're going to go with the 3-section staff first. So we're going to do a few sequences. And then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the go-to moves. After I move this chain out the way so I don't fall and bust my ass. There's a hole over there, so I might go down. Okay, so now that you are prepared to the fact that I might go down, you'll understand. That's a strike. That's a strike. Now you see how I protect it. So, go-to moves. Here we go. Now, round and down. See the transition? Round. I lost Instagram like as soon as and now they're back. So let's try it again. Strike, 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 control, around and down. Now you see why I prefer the chain. Controlling this thing's a pain in the ass. Round and down. Now, back protection, there and there, and there, so you can see. So, back, block, protect, swing out. See how I lost control. Block and protect. Okay, so I did that for a reason. It wasn't because these pads do wonders for my ass. It was so that you can get a full-on view of what goes wrong with this thing. Now, you got to be a real good ace to do this and not get fucked up. And a lot of people can do that while they're doing this. Now, truth be told, I'm not that great. I'm also old as fuck. But my life depended on it. This would be a perfect aerial assault. There's another martial artist that I found who's way better with this thing than I am. So you should follow him. If he's following, I'm not doing this thing any justice. But it's good to know that you can stop your weapon. In the event that you can't, that's what that knee is for. Here it stops in the middle. See how I let the knee come here? That one almost knocked me in the face, so you have to be careful. Now, I had to do that. That was me showing off. Just to see if I could still actually do that. Low block. Didn't work. Try it again. Low block. And catch. Low block. And catch. Now, for your Basic simple attack. That's a swing. That's a swing. Unexpected swing. See how I got out of control. Unexpected swing. Retrieve. Turn. Block it. Block it. Sometimes kneeling also helps, which is why you'll catch me doing it. It's a go-to move when dealing with this thing, so that you don't hit yourself in the crotch. Strike. Strike. Now I'm striking with both. Chain can kick your hand, so you gotta be really careful, like I just got mine. I definitely don't recommend doing what you see me doing right now. That's a dangerous whirl. But just in case you don't see anybody else doing that, now you know that it can be done. Gotta blow my nose real fast. I apologize profusely for the noise, y'all. But gotta have a clean nose. Breathing is very important. Alright, so I'm gonna bring it to the chain, and then for the 3 people that I shouted out to, Miss Donna Crazy Legs, Miss China Doll, and Mr. MO1ST_K1D, I'm gonna do another bound fighting video for you, which will be separate from this. But that was just so that you all would know that I honor my word if I said I'm going to give somebody a shout out. Not going to give my crush a verbal shout out. But Zizi knows who she is. And if she don't, if you're on YouTube, you know who she is. If you're on my Kung Fu Havoc #2 channel, you know exactly who she is. So go to moves with the chat. Alright, tag sequence. Boom, boom. As you missed the first video, you control it. You can reel it in and make this shit short, or you can extend it out and make it long. Attack, attack. Must have control. See how I took position because it wasn't in control. So a little sting on the ankle beats a sting to the testicles any day of the week. For you ladies, it beats a sting to your nether regions as well as your boobs. So, face, round. That happens more with the chain than you think. So you have to have complete control over this thing. You're gonna go and attack. You want your body to follow the flow of the chain. I'm going to the left, so the chain's going to be swung from the right hand to the left. Boom. Okay? Now we go on to the right. So the chain, since it's in my right hand, will be swung from right to left, followed by a foot sequence. I'm going to keep this shit simple, y'all. Don't worry. So, here, strike, boom, boom. Instagram froze on me. So let's try it again. So, short strike, going to the right. Boom, boom, boom. Now come back. Lost control, gain control. And that was control, not top control. Now, switch directions. Untangle the hand that was wrapped. So the hand is unwrapped. Now, I'm going to explain to y'all the wrist and forearm block technique. Probably should have kept my ponytail instead of doing this. Now my hair down up. Okay. So when you're swinging and it's going around, this here wrist or forearm block, it is better because you can rub it right off and sling it right back out. So here, and you only want that chain to hit like fatty tissue. If it has to hit you, then you want it to hit fatty tissue. Under the arms, around the thighs and the hips, not that, because that was a knee, but you know, you're gonna go like that, or you're gonna get it here so that it hits you in the rear. Hold on. It works better if I turn this way. Alright, ready? First the chain is not level. Okay, so from here, going up, it's going down. See how it hits me in the backside, my arse. So here, that would have been in the stomach. Here, catch it with the knee, hits me on the hip. So there, tuck into it so that I don't have to feel full impact. And you should be able to slow this damn thing down anyway. But in the case that you can't, then you need to change directions so that it can go and you can go with it. It pays to go with the flow of the chain. So smack, smack. That's pretty much going to happen with this plastic chain. If I hit you, you're going to know it because it's still going to hurt. So it's like whap, whap. And from there, like if I go bap and I follow through with that kick, then you're pretty much done. Or if I go bap, bap, and then come in with the knee, or I can go bap, bap, boom, 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 boom. Now if you notice, it went around in the gut. You have a better chance of absorbing it in the gut versus absorbing it in the nethers, because you're probably going to go down. Alright? So, here, watch my attack. Boom, 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 boom. I prefer to go to the outside just because it's safer. Because this is what happens when you go to the inside. So, boom, boom, boom. I hit myself in the leg with the chain, as you saw. So let's try it again. Let's try to go a little slower. So, go boom, 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 boom. Now that way the chain doesn't attack. But in an actual fight, you're not going to have time to worry about that shit. And your adrenaline's going to be pumping. So you probably won't feel when the chain hits you. But when the fight's over, you're damn sure going to feel it. So, go boom, boom. Pretty much the fight should be done. Unless this person is made out of steel. So then, boom, boom, soup, soup. Now as you notice, the chain came first. The chain must always come first unless you're not going to use the chain anymore. For instance, boom, boom. Now you see I wrapped it around my fingers. Let's try it again. This time with a lot less chain. So, strike, strike, boom, boom. Alright? That way the chain never saw my opponent but that 1-2 strike. Okay? Now, my go-to moves is the same. We're going to do them again. And then I'm going to pick that thing back up and I'm going to show you the exact same move with that. So, working it. Round the left. Back it up. Switch directions. Round the right. Now it's out of control. So we're going to block it. Spin it back around. Lift. Block it. Catch it. Block it. Now the reason why I'm telling you that is because sometimes your weapons will get out of control and it's going to be all she wrote. Not just for you, but the person you're attempting, sorry, I lost your Instagram, for the person that you are attempting to use this thing on. Okay. So, last shot of my go-to moves. Watch carefully. We're just going to do the aerial shit. Alright? So, striking. There you go. Now hit here, switch directions. And there you go. Now I caught it in the wrist. Protect. Protect. Catch, strike, strike. Catch, strike, 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 strike. No fancy smancy, because this is what happens. You lose control of your weapon. It's a good chance you lose control fight. Long range, mid range, short range, block, strike. So hopefully that will give you some peace of mind there. You must be able to control your 3-section at all costs. The chain, not so much, because the chain, but the actual 3-section staff is like 3 pounds of stick on each side. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. To the 3 people I shouted out, stick around. I'm going to do more bound fighting for you.